Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Kind of a cool looking shot, isn't it? I thought it was. And that. So, what's going on here? I think that's sunlight. I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's sunlight coming from through the planet. Yeah. Welcome to Space Engineers. I actually turned my 4K blackness mod back on, my skybox that makes things actually dark, because I really want to have proper lighting, but yeah, don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I was fiddling around with some things. I thought I'd answer a few questions. I do have an idea for how to light this tunnel, and it came from a wonderful video. Yeah, okay, so Elo, you might recognize him from the ship tour I did with him, and he sent me over a video where he put together some ideas and some suggestions for how to light the tunnel, and I took a few of those ideas and I'm going to use some of them. I'm not sure exactly which ones, but I like the ideas one way or the other. So here we go. I wanted to also show something else. I know a lot of people mentioned intensity, or sorry, not intensity, but fall off. Now, I think you're right. I do want to use fall off. I want to increase my fall off to get a little bit more range on these lights. But I do want to show you why I didn't initially use that. So fall off is an interesting thing. It actually does not increase the range of light or the brightness of the light. It changes how it goes from bright to dark areas. So if you look at this wall right here, I probably should have set this control panel up in a different place, but I've got these buttons set up to increase and decrease fall off. So as I decrease the fall off, you can see it kind of looks like it's getting dimmer, but in reality it's no brighter. Actually, you could kind of see that on the floor here. It's no brighter here than it is without, and it's no darker out there. It's just how it changes from one to the other. So let's increase that again. Whoops, wrong way. Do you see what I'm saying? It changes. Like, you can kind of tell, like, right as we go, I don't know if you can see that, but it makes it fade faster or slower from bright to dark. So by increasing the fall off to the highest amount, you'll get the most total overall light, just not for a farther distance. So if we look here, we're not getting light from either side. I'm thinking a combination of these interior lights down the center and using corner lights on the sides would probably solve the problem. I'm just going to have to actually figure out where to put that. So just in case you want to try this out, my floor is 13 blocks between the pillars. So, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is try to get an overall shot right here and show measurements. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll try it out. If you're seeing measurements right now, then that's what I did in post-production. Okay. But one way or another, I'm not going to play too much more with lights this time. I do, however, want to finish off the construction of the inside of the tunnel. I also wanted to show you something. I loaded up this game again, and once again, the MBT started tumbling down the front of the mountain. And that's when I realized that it just wasn't going to work the way I had it. I actually had these set to auto lock, and I thought, okay, well, they'll unlock and then they'll auto lock again and it won't be an issue. That did not work. So it's still a bug, but at least this way, even if I were to completely unlock the landing gear, they would stay right where they are, simply because they're sitting on that. I also got a ton of wonderful ideas for this elevator. Many, many, many of you said the connector, and I know I noticed it in editing. I didn't notice it I didn't think about it during the episode, but I did notice it in editing, and I went, oh my goodness, okay. Yeah, I should have thought about that connector. So let's start off by trying that out. Oh, that's right. So many connectors. Let's do elevator, connector, elevator shaft, connector, elevator. Let's do connector, elevator, unlock. Ooh. Connector, elevator, off. That should make a lot more difference. So let's try this out first of all and see what happens. I think my battery's still charging. Where's battery? Elevator is not charging. Thrusters are on max. Oh, thrusters are off. So we're going to go ahead and do that and hit on. And let's see what happens. Yeah, and that was the other thing I noticed during editing. So it tips this direction. So the connector really doesn't have anything to do with it. Interesting that that's red. Oh, that means it's off. Never mind. So the connector wasn't the problem. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have been a problem, but it wasn't the problem. And I kind of just want to see if there's something else catching. So it may also be the wheels that I have set. Oh, you know what? That might be it. Okay, hang on. Let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and turn the thrusters all the way down. And it doesn't quite go back into place. Actually, I think the magnetic force of the connector may have pulled me back into place last time. Let's also get in here and set the wheels. Aha, let's turn off propulsion. And let's turn off steering. I don't want either of those. Friction. Don't care about a lot of this stuff, but I think let's turn off the strength, which, yeah, probably won't help. Okay. We're kind of back settled again. Hey, 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 there you go. Whoops. I just got pushed through the elevator. That's great. I thought about it as I was approaching the top, that I had given myself a small space to stand, hadn't I? Yes, I had. It's right here. Guess what? That's working. Okay. Oy. Okay, so it's not the smoothest of elevators, but that's certainly functional. That's good. Now we got to do a whole bunch of scripting and a whole bunch of other stuff. Got to increase the size, or we have to make the elevator shaft go all the way to the top, for one thing. And I think there's a few different ways to do this. I heard one person said, at least one person said, to use waypoints and a remote control. And that's a great idea. If I tell this thing that I want to be at the top or the bottom, it's gonna actually do the work. And it's not like it can wander off like Dopey the drone did at the beginning of the season. It has to stay in here, so it can't be too bad. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do, let's see, thrusters off, and we'll do connector on and lock. And like I said, eventually this is all going to be scripted and I won't have to think about it. But that actually was much closer to functional than I thought it was. That's wonderful. All right. Well, there you go. All done. Only took me about 15 minutes too. Well, maybe 20, something like that. And if you're wondering why I didn't project this, the answer is I could have. It would have saved me, 10 minutes. And sometimes it's just kind of fun to do something by hand. Thrusters on. Ooh, this thing is fast. Oh, 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 oh. You know what I just realized? Ooh, we're tilting a little bit. We might have to do something with those wheels. Just a little bit more. Oh. If you turn the thruster override completely off, then it hovers in place, which is probably a good thing. Let's take a look underneath here. I noticed, so that wheel is actually spinning free right now, so we need to increase the suspension strength just a tad. All right. Wheels. And what do we have for the strength? Oh, strength is 0 right now. Let's put that on like 3. Let's see if that at least keeps the suspensions or the wheels from spinning. Yeah, I want them touching the walls. I also might need some wheels pointing at the front and back as well. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think we really do yet. Also, really quickly, we're going to need this eventually one way or another. Let's put in a remote control. Take control. Now, if I push forward... no, that didn't work at all. Forward and backward are doing nothing. Okay, that's not the way to do it. Let's try... Did I get this thing stuck now? I'm just waiting for this thing to break free and slam me into the ceiling. That's interesting. Whoa! Oh! Grab. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're good. Very interesting. Okay. Not sure what happened there. I'm going to hop out of this and take a look from down here. So 3 of the wheels are rotating. 1 is not. Can we increase or decrease friction? Would that make a difference? I don't want friction... Actually, no, I do want friction 0. Because the whole point of this is not to actually grab onto the walls and do anything. Now with 0 friction, I could put the strength as high as I want. Won't make much of a difference. Okay. If I did 100% friction. Oh, of course. I forgot I had that. Okay. So what that did... Yeah. I was fiddling with things and I forgot that I had it set to hover. And I don't know why I thought it was going to do anything but hover when I had it set to hover. Okay. Oi! Okay, that was a little harder than I wanted. There we go. Because when you get all the way to the bottom on thrust override, it actually turns off thrust override. and then it will try to keep itself in position. So if I look straight up and take control of the elevator and then hit spacebar, I can go up pretty quick. So the next thing I need to do... Oi! Okay, a little too close, thanks. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I think what I need to do is figure out where this thing's going to stop. Because I don't want it to stop down there. I want it to stop higher in the stump. And I was actually noticing when I was building this last little bit that... Let's see, where is it? Yep. That we might be able to bring this all the way up into the stump. Like, we'll have to add on a little bit to the side, kind of bump out the edge of the tree, but we could go all the way to the top floor with this thing. We'd have to get rid of the elevator mod. Well, we'd have to get rid of the mod, but we'd have to get rid of the modded elevators. But it actually might look really good to go up the side of the tree. Oh, that would look awesome. All right, that's what I'm doing. Going all the way up. So this is going to be our first stop, one way or the other. For now, that's going to be the stop. That's going to be the top of the elevator. I think my best bet for stopping the elevator here is just to put one of these little spiky things. Like this. And that should stop it from going up any higher. So let's see if we can take the elevator up to that point. No. Doesn't want to go any further. Is it because it's kind of losing traction over here? Oh, it's super twisted because we're not giving it... Yeah, that's not a good thing. Okay. I guess I don't need to be on the elevator to control the elevator. There we go. Should be able to do this all the way that. Just need to give it a little bit more push. Oh yeah, there we go. It's there. I think this window not being here lets it twist too, and that's... We'll just put in some blocks for now. No, we'll put in the window. I mean, we can always remove a window. It's not, you know, straight or anything, but it exists. I'm wondering if we're once again having problems because of the wheels. Yeah. I think so. Yep. Okay. Okay, we're getting closer. I like it. I like it a lot. Shall we try out... Shall we try our luck with a autopilot? Okay, so take control. Come on, take control. Thank you. And then we go in and we GPS, and this should GPS at the position that the elevator is in, not the position I'm in. So we'll do E hangar floor, and then we're going to go all the way to the top, banging around the whole way. Okay. So those wheels aren't doing a whole lot, partially because their strength is set so low. I think we might need to use something other than wheels to keep us straight. Come on, stay where you are. And this one's going to be E mining floor. Oh, no. I don't want to be in control. Okay. So now we do, where's the remote control? Remote control 2, we're going to change that because I don't like it when it has 2s and it's not supposed to. All right. Do not control wheels. Direction. Forward, backward, left, right. That could be a problem. Flight mode, one way. Definitely. Speed limit, 100? Sure, why not? Actually, let's start with slow. I don't want to die. Alright, so we're going to do E hangar floor. Add. Collision avoidance. Autopilot. On. Whoop. It's going. It's not totally perfect, but it's going. Glad I didn't set it for 100 meters a second or whatever it was. Nice. Okay. It worked. We just have to figure out the whole jerkiness bumping around thing. And I think it needs another set of wheels. So let's see if the remote control will bring us all the way up. All right, mining floor, add. We're still set for one way. Oh, forward versus backward. Up? I think that's what I want. Let's find out. Okay, autopilot. Oh, autopilot was already on. Cool. It's still acting funny. Oh, I haven't set any of the settings for the wheels. Okay, wheels. Oh, I also didn't put on that fourth wheel, now that I think about it. Okay, remote control. Autopilot off. Now it's going to stop trying to drive around. And yeah, you'll note that it's tilting toward this corner. So I think that is going to solve all of our problems, except for the fact that there is a or that there's a connector in the way. Darn it. Well, let's get rid of these. I'm kind of thinking I could put the smaller wheel suspension there. Would that do the thing with the thing? I'm also doing another dumb thing, and that is that all of my wheels are pressing left and right. I don't have anything forward and backward. I don't have anything actually pushing up against this wall. I've only got things pushing up against that and that wall. So I might have to change some stuff around for that. No steering, no propulsion, no power, but it doesn't make any difference. 0 strength, 100% friction. Yep, that made a difference. And then it stopped making a difference. Going down is not working well. This is flailing all over the place. This is fun! You know what I always say? It's space engineers, not space pilots or space fighters or anything like that. It's space engineers. That's why you spend all your time engineering. You know what? I also want to put another button in for enabling and disabling the connector. I'm just going to put it right over here in this corner because I won't forget what that means. They're actually pressed up against the walls now. Woohoo! That might help. I wonder if that's been my issue the whole time. Probably not. Well, let's do this. On. Well, it's doing something. And then it's not doing something. So is that backward? It is backward. Yeah, that suspension is backward. Oh. You just hang out down there, okay? Oh, no, not like that. Not like that. Oh, come back. Come back. I need to put a wheel on you. Ah, and it keeps resetting every time. Okay. Elevator, take control. It can't because the autopilot's on. Alright, well when it gets up there it'll stop. Wheels, elevator, we'll add this one back in. Set them all to 0 strength. Don't fall on me. I said don't fall on me. I'm thinking there might not be enough thrusters or something on that too. Well, as always, the answer was in simplification. So, it's been a while. I've completely redesigned this thing. I mean, the core structure is basically the same, but as you can see, I've got these pillars with tires on top, but not suspensions, just tires. And hang on, let's take a look. So I moved this button too. I just had to try a whole bunch of things without having to think about recording, and it's working a whole lot better. So you can see I also put tires on the bottom in the same positions, and them being at far opposite ends of the elevator seems to help a lot. I also put in, I'm not sure how much these are helping, but I did put in these directional thrusters just in case it gets off and needs to get back into position. And I removed a whole bunch. There's not a whole lot left in this other than what you see. So let's give this a try. So I'm going to put this back down where it came from. You can see it just very nicely sets back down in autopilot. So we are set to go to the mining floor. Let's see. And you know what? I'm gonna risk it. Let's go 30 meters per second. Go. And go. There we go. How are we doing? Not too bad. It's a little bit of banging around, but not even sure what's hitting what because these tires should be taking the brunt there. Oh. So every once in a while it gets a little bit tweaked. And there we go. We're a little bit low. So we'll have to tweak the I think that's the actual autopilot. Let's see, remote control. If autopilot is off, then it feels like, yeah, so it feels like it's actually there. Precision mode might actually be what I really want to do, because then it comes to exactly the position that I've got, now that I think about it. So I'm going to remove this, and let's put in the hangar floor. This will all be automated, but we're going to do this next episode. Come on. I don't know why I have to hit autopilot so many times. All right, go down. Oh. Right. Hang on. Nope. Give me back. Remote control. Autopilot off. It's trying to go up. We want it to go down. It was basically trying to turn itself around, I think. And now it's doing nothing. Where aren't you going? Okay, well, there's still a few things to fiddle with, it looks like. I think I'll just go ahead and take over. I can't do that until I turn off autopilot. I might need a button to turn on and off autopilot. Just no. I wonder if precision mode's the problem. No, that's not the problem. Okay. I wonder if it's the fact that I have no down thrusters, or... I'm not going to worry about it. let's just see how I can do. Yeah, it works fine when I control it. I go as fast as I want. Okay, that might have been a little fast. Okay. Did I break anything? Thank you, Igor. Yeah, okay. So it did a little bit of damage, but it wasn't, you know, nothing actually broke. It just bent. So let's see if we can lock that into place. And there we go. We are in place. So next time we will automate. We'll actually get some automation in. I'm also thinking an LCD screen or two in here to show where we are. Like, you know, what floor we're on and whether or not the connector is connected and, you know, those kinds of things. We'll play around. We'll have some fun with that. But it actually goes from one place to the other without freaking out and bouncing. No, okay, it still bounces a little bit. But that's always going to happen when you've got, you know, there's still a gap and it's going to move around. I don't think there's any way to get rid of that. There might be. There might be. I want to hear in the comments if you know of anything that would improve over this. But I'm proud of myself. I did all this without looking at anybody else's designs. I did read you guys' comments, and they were all quite helpful, and I appreciate that. So more comments this time. Tell me what you think and all that kind of thing. And if you like this kind of stuff, make sure and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that alarm bell. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic. Assuming I don't kill myself in the elevator in between.